Hi everyone, welcome back to Basement Debates. As always, my name is Steve, and this is Megan,
Hi.
and this is our show.
Welcome to the basement.
Okay, so our first topic for today is coronavirus. What are your thoughts on the coronavirus?
Nothing that I want to put on camera.
Playing it safe. Good.
What do you think about coronavirus, Steve?
No comment as well. Yeah, I'm good on corona. Another topical thing I saw on the news, and I think we both watched the clip of, was the new clip for the new Batman 2020 starring Robert Pattinson. Best known for Twilight. Okay, 2021. Best known for his role as Edward.
Why do we need another Batman movie, number one? 2, Christian Bale was the best Batman you could ever have just because Christian Bale.
That is debatable.
Number 3 is why do you want a sparkling Batman? Wait a minute, it makes sense!
What?
Vampires like a bat?
Oh, what?
It should be like a hybrid movie.
Oh, wow. So he stays young forever, and or whatever you're trying to say with the bat.
Dracula is like a bat!
Yeah.
There needs to be some kind of other transition. Speaking of bats.
So story time of the day. So I think Megan wanted to quickly explain the story of how we bought this house.
Sure.
Megan, take it away.
So we were looking for a house for a number of years. We were married, I think, for 4 years.
Yeah.
When we found this house.
Yeah, 4 years.
So we had been renting all the time, and so it was months of going out with a realtor to try and find somewhere to live. And I specifically was praying for God to show us a really obvious sign. Something that we couldn't miss because we're just like, I was praying like, I'm so dumb, just give me the most, obvious sign so we can't miss it, that this is the house and we should go there, because I'm always worried there's gonna be some kind of weird demonic house or something. So my realtor says, oh, we're going to this house here, and for some reason it doesn't show any tax information, so that's interesting. And I was like, why wouldn't it show any tax information? Like, why would it be? It showed like 0 taxes for the year, so hey, that looks interesting. So we get to the house, and it didn't look like anything I was really interested in until we walked into the house, and suddenly in every room and like every wall, there was like religious icons. Well, we're Byzantine
Catholic.
Ruthenian Catholic, so this is not like going in a house and seeing like a statue of Mary or something. This was like really, really, really specific.
Eastern Catholic Byzantine icons.
So that's what they were all over. There was like a huge one of Christ the Teacher in the hallway, which we still have.
Yep.
And so then we walked into one of the upstairs bedrooms, and it was like a makeshift chapel with like icons around the room, and like a table with the chalice still on it, and the closet that we opened had vestments hanging in it.
So it was like
an
chapel.
altar and everything.
Yeah.
It was made into a chapel. I was like, okay, this could not be any clearer of a sign that this is the house that we're supposed to have. So we found out the house was actually owned by a Ukrainian Catholic bishop as his summer home, and that's why there was no tax information on it, because it was owned by the archdiocese. So like in the living room there was like the bishop's hat and his vestments just on like an armchair. It was really weird. So anyway, the point of the story was, if you want to own your own Ukrainian Catholic basement like ours, just say a prayer that God will show you an obvious sign. Just have
the faith,
the humility to ask for God to show you an obvious sign, because if you're like me, you're thinking everything's a sign, like, oh, that's a sign, that's a sign, that's a sign. But it had to be in your face, and we got it because we asked for it.
So I mean to ask you guys at home, do you guys reference people in your everyday life with celebrities if you don't know their names? Because we do that like every day.
We thought this was a normal thing. That if you don't know someone's name, you just say, oh, it's that guy, so-and-so.
Yeah, and some other people think that we're just the crazy couple who does that to everybody. They will agree that these people look like these people, but I think we might be the only ones, and I don't think it's necessarily a mean thing, because most of these people who look like these people, it's not a diss. I think it's, I don't know if it's a compliment, but it's not like it's mean about the person.
It's a way for us to like know who a person is without knowing their name,
Yeah.
though. Like, there's always the people that you don't really know at church if it's a big parish, and you just want to say, oh, that one
Yeah.
guy. It's like everyone is just a celebrity. We have no idea their names, and we'll never know their names.
There's this guy looks like Owen Wilson or the dentist from Rudolph.
Picture that if you can.
There's another guy from Latin Mass who rides a bicycle who Megan says Geppetto from Pinocchio.
He wears like
Like
he wears
the
like
old
the leather vest,
Yeah.
like a brown leather like handmade vest with like this underneath it, and like sometimes like a little hat that's like brown leather too.
And he'll wear like these.
His face looks exactly like the live version with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He looks exactly like him.
And he rolls up his
Glasses,
pants on the
white
bicycle.
hair.
He looks like little knickers or something.
One of our friends that we actually know way better now was originally
He was that Hugh Grant guy.
Hugh Grant guy. And his wife, and now
And he's my friend now.
Now
So
we're
the
friends.
Hugh Grant
and we
guy
know their
is
name.
my friend.
And his name ain't you, just
Yeah.
so you know.
I see this one priest who looks like the second host of Blue's Clues, Joe.
the unlikable one.
The one that's not as good as Steve. But
You're forgetting the most known one of all that everyone will know.
who?
Which is, if you are pro-life.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a pro-life guy who I always say is a Jeff Foxworthy guy.
Yes, he is Jeff Foxworthy.
That's a good one. I forgot about that one.
Just tell us if this is something normal.
Is this
or
what everyone
if
does,
it
or
would
is this
be
just
therapy or
us?
something.
Yeah. And I'm not immune to the Doppelganger nickname, because I know some people would just kind of see me at random events and
When he was clean shaven.
Clean shaven, but had big sideburns, they go, oh, it's-
Sideburns down here.
and they go, oh, it's the Elvis guy, or Elvis, or a guy in Fonzie, or
Yeah.
any kind of 50s-ish.
See, but the thing about that is you were complimented by that.
No, you see-
you felt good about that.
Yeah, that's a compliment. I
But
think
if
that's
you
a
go
cool
around
thing.
saying, "Hey, are you the dentist from Rudolph?" Like, what's his name?
I want to be a
No.
dentist.
What do you think? Does it look like Steve? Elvis?
Not anymore,
Steve.
but
Elvis.
I used to have the
Steve.
sideburns.
Wait.
Well, I relied too much on the sideburns.
For what?
It held
So
too much
what's like
power.
Elvis?
It was like Samson or something. So that's it for today for Basement Debates. If you have any suggestions on what we can talk about or anything, please let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.